With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen, I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning, my catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they want to shackle it. I own my masters and rules.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. They go up the middle with Chubb. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The tight end in motion right. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Murray sets to throw on 4th.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Here's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we can.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The Bengals at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. An inside give to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards there and a first down. From the red end zone. Here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case,
Murray fighting, lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. To throw is Murray. This is caught by Evans. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Now the stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second and 5 now. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Up the middle, Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cohen. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tariq Cohen 33 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Watson on 1st down.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Watson. Looking right sideline, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Watson.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by York is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Murray now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you got a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
A big run there by Jones. And even 50 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence is being...
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Ronald Jones, 14 yards. And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best run.
And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The give is to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hit. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. A give to Jones. He'll get this down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw, it's Murray. Got a man, it's Chase. He completes it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Jones again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It'll be Murray on the keeper. He pitches it out, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Murray. Man open, here is Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw it, Murray. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answer.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half,